Good afternoon, Pio Nation. I hope you are doing well today. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So guess what? We got some Fortnite for you. That's right. So earlier today, we had our matches in the Great Lakes Esports Conference. Unfortunately, they did not go in our favor. Our Smash team did fall to Miss Kingdom 0-2. Our League of Legends team lost to Concordia Ann Arbor 0-2. And our Valorant team lost to Miss Kingdom 0-2. So, well, those matches are done. But we do have our Fortnite team where they'll be participating in the NACE Starleague traditional split open 1 competition. We weren't so sure if we were going to be able to stream this, but because the League of Legends match got rescheduled to earlier in the day, we are able to stream this so we can show it to you. They already got the code for the lobby, and I believe it'll be starting in about 8 minutes. So we have a little bit of time while we are waiting for the games to go. Just to give you an idea of how this works, the format will be duos, and we'll be playing 4 games against schools from all over the country. And we get points based on the number of eliminations and what the final placing is for each of those games. So the more points you accumulate, the more likely you're going to qualify for the championship, which is a few weeks away. And this is the traditional split, so building is allowed. Later on in the semester, there will be the 0 build split where you will not be able to build anything as part of the game. So right now we're just kind of waiting for the game to start. Our players are in the lobby. So let's go over a couple of things. So first of all, who is on the Fortnite team? Well, we have here freshman Colton Wetzel Erasers. He just changed his name, so we're just going to call him Erasers. And sophomore Ian Wanos, D9 Dozer 25. You may recognize him. He is actually the captain of our Valorant team that played earlier today. And we also want to give a shout out to some of our coaches. We have our head coach, Derek Games Grump, but we also have our Fortnite coach, Jacob Houghton. But yes, the Fortnite team has been practicing quite a bit for these competitions, and we are so psyched to be able to showcase to you. All right, let's go over a couple of announcements. So first of all, we do want to give a shout out to HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. They have provided our facility with keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads, microphones, great quality. Our students are using the keyboards and mice and headsets in our facility. I'm using their Quad X microphone right now for the stream. So hopefully you're finding the audio quality of the stream to be to your satisfaction. But if you would like to check out your own possible HyperX gear, you can go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen. We also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Every Tuesday at their restaurant on Front Street, Marietta, is Marietta College Night. So you can go there and get some great pizza. They'll have a Nintendo Switch available. You can play some games. And in a few weeks, we'll be featuring our Overwatch 2 matches on Tuesday, so you'll be able to go over there and cheer on our Overwatch team. Of course, you can watch them on Twitch, but you got to eat too, right? So why not get some pizza and cheer on our Overwatch team during those matches? So we do want to thank Over the Moon Pizza for their support there. Of course, we want to thank all of our partners for helping us out with our esports program. We don't have just HyperX and Over the Moon supporting us, but we also have Buy Blue Light, where they are going to be working with us to get some blue light glasses for our students, and there'll also be a team shop down the road. So be prepared for that in the near future. We also want to thank Elgato for helping us be able to acquire equipment to improve the quality of our streams, that allowing us to be able to show cameras of our students. Also want to thank Incrediware for providing the athletic sleeves that our students are using. They absolutely love it. Yes, gamers can benefit from those recovery sleeves. Also want to thank Kovacs for providing aim training software for our students, especially for all of our first-person shooter teams. I want to thank also MSI. They're providing us some new monitors for our streams, but also some pricing for some upcoming events that I think you will be very interested in. So we want to take a moment to thank all of our partners for helping out with our esports program. Of course, we are always recruiting for our program. So we have varsity titles here in Fortnite, of course, but we also have teams in League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Super Smash Bros., and Valorant. So we have our dedicated facility here at the Gathering Place on campus. We have a variety of coaches. In fact, just about every single one of our teams has volunteer coaches. So we're very thankful that they're taking time out to help our students learn the games, improve. We also try to provide support for our students, making sure they're doing well in the classroom, but also trying to work on improving mental health, since that is a very substantial deal in collegiate esports. And of course, there are scholarships available if you are a high school senior or college transfer. So for more information about that, you can go to linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. So that has links to all of our social media channels that you can follow. It has links to all the forms if you want to try out for a scholarship. You can even arrange a Discord call if you want to talk to our head coach directly, just to learn more about the program, or just say, hey, Coach Games, I want to talk to you about esports. Then you can certainly do that on the link tree. Speaking of scholarships, yes, you heard that correctly. We do award scholarships for being a part of the to compete in the esports program. It is only for high school seniors and college transfers, but as a 3-step process. You would fill out our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/mcrecruit. Then you would schedule the tryout at bit.ly/mcesporttryout. We do have tryouts at least once a month, sometimes more than once a month if we have in-person events. So like, for example, next Saturday, September 23rd, we have our admissions STEM visit day. So if you are a STEM major in visiting Marietta College, you could do your tryout in person. If not, you can still try out online on another day. And then, of course, join our Discord server at bit.ly/PioDiscord, especially if you're doing an online tryout. You would need to be on the Discord server so that we can arrange the tryout with you. But yeah, we're always looking for more for our program. So if you're interested, please be sure to fill out the forms. The QR codes are up on your screen. And then, of course, we've been announcing this a little bit on our streams. We haven't put it out on social media yet. That will be changing next week. But we are going to have our first Dine to Donate fundraiser event to help raise funds for the esports program. We are partnering with Wings Etc. in Marietta, Ohio, where on Monday, October 2nd, so mark your calendar, from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., which is basically the hours that Wings Etc. is open, if you order any food or soft drinks and provide a special flyer, which you can download at bit.ly/470JBAX, and the QR code is on your screen for that too. But if you present that flyer, then 15% of your subtotal goes directly to the Marietta College Esports program. That's right. You can get dinner and soft drinks, or lunch technically, depending when you're ordering your food, at no additional cost to you, and a portion of the proceeds will go towards helping our program. Now, this is only the Marietta, Ohio location. I know there are some other Wings Etc. Locations like in Caldwell, Belpre, and Vienna, but it's only the one in Marietta, Ohio that is participating, and you do have to provide the flyer. Our students will have physical copies of the flyer, but you can download and print the flyer at the link below, and it is on Monday, October 2nd. So if you love wings, and let me tell you, I love wings. So I'm definitely going to be getting some food that day, but you can get your food and also be able to help support our program at the same time. We also want to take a moment to thank everyone who follows and subscribes to our Twitch channel. It is greatly appreciated. It is one of our main sources of revenue, although we are working on some additional fundraiser events. So by subscribing to our channel, you do get access to our custom emotes. We created a new set of emotes just because we had to make adjustments with the Pioneer head. But you can express all sorts of phrases. And we do have other emotes available, but once we unlock more, what am I looking for? Emote slots. There we go. So with more sub points, we unlock more emote slots. We would be able to use those. So the ones you see right now are available. And yes, you can use emotes of either our head coach or myself, but those are tier 2 and tier 3 subs. We have changed our subscription model where you do not have to be a subscriber to access our VODs anymore. So you can watch those anytime, but you still need to be a subscriber, of course, to use our sub emotes. But there are some follower emotes too. I didn't put it here on the image, but we do have some follower emotes that you can use just by following our channel. But if you do have Amazon Prime, then of course there's Prime Gaming. which is going to allow you to help support our program by subscribing to our channel every month for free, as long as you connect the Amazon account with a free Twitch account, and just remembering to manually renew that Prime Gaming sub every month. It doesn't automatically renew, unlike a typical sub here. All right, I am checking the Discord. We are getting the 1 minute warning, so I believe we will be starting up. Just a heads up, I can't remember if I said it earlier, but we have made some adjustments to our stream. We have a slight technical issue right now where we'll be able to see both of our players play, but I have not been able to get the audio to work. I am going to try to troubleshoot that in between games, but for this first game, we'll be able to see the players, but we will not be able to hear anything. I apologize. There's just a little glitch in the OBS settings, so I'm hoping that in between the games we will be able to get that to work. So once we get started up here, we will move over to the other screen. We'll just go ahead and do it now. Why not? So let's go ahead and check out our players here. So we'll have D9 Dozer 25 on the left screen, and we will have Erasers on the right screen. So we're going to try to keep track of their eliminations. Remember, they're playing 4 games here, and the goal is to get as many eliminations as possible and try to stay alive as much as possible. So there are some interesting strategies that you can go with when playing here. So, I mean, we've seen teams before where they try to get some early kills, and that gives them some better items if people have picked up some items. We have seen people who try to camp a little bit more to stay alive. So it'll be really interesting to see what the team decides to do. And of course, probably one of the most crucial parts about playing Fortnite is where are you going to be dropping? Because you could go to areas that have better items, but it's going to be more highly contested, or you could try to go somewhere a little bit more remote where you're unlikely to get eliminated in the first 3 seconds. And it seems like the team's going. We see the pings, and I will tell you, I barely play any Fortnite myself, so I'm not going to be able to call out any locations or anything like that. But we see the pings, so they're going to be heading way off into the corner here. So we'll see what kind of items that they have. And once again, as a reminder, I do not have the game audio working just yet. I'm hoping that I will have it working for games 2, 3, and 4, but I'll have to do some troubleshooting in between. I did not want to do any troubleshooting while the students were warming up. I didn't want to interfere with them getting ready for this match. But they are approaching their destinations, and I don't see anyone else. So this should not be a highly contested area. And we're already seeing that there's been a couple of eliminations elsewhere on the map. Already getting some slurp juice and a little SMG for Erasers, getting the first chest. Let's see if anything good. A big chug there, which is nice, just being able to get his shield up. Now we're seeing D9 Dozers eating some pizza. I don't think that came from Over the Moon Pizza, though, but that does look like good pizza anyway. Gathering some materials. D9 Dozer knows that there's a chest down there. Let's see if he gets anything good. He gets a green rifle. Racer's getting his shield up. They're just going around collecting items, finding a couple chests, some ammos, and passes the epic SMG. It must not be Eraser's playstyle, so he's not too concerned about it, but there is another chest right underneath him. So not a whole lot there. I see Eraser's getting a little bit of that spice, although that's a new mechanic for me. I don't know what it does. You guys probably know more about it than I do. So just collecting materials, because as we know, in the end game, it's going to be about building towers and getting the high ground, getting that advantage. So they're trying to collect as many materials as they can while getting chests. And we do see some couple really nice epic weapons coming out for D9 Dozer, getting the trying to get the rifle, more materials. Not going to worry about the health pack just yet. Obviously, Racer's going to take one of the epic weapons. Looks like there's another chest. We'll see what Erasers gets from that. Not really a whole lot there, just a little bit more ammo. Let's see what's in this other chest directly above him. And not really a whole lot of bandages, but nothing great there. I don't know if they spotted anyone. I don't think so. I don't think anyone else is near them at this point. All right, so now we're going to see the storm starting to shrink. I mean, and they're okay where they're at, but they are going to have to start moving at some point. But they'll just use this time to collect as much stuff they can. Even if it's just raw materials, that can be a huge difference down the road. Oh, and it looks like Erasers has spot someone, dealing quite a bit of damage. There's actually two over there. None of them are knocked yet, though, but he is chasing after them. One is knocked. And D9 Dozer is going to finish him off. He's going to get the 2 kills. So that's already 2 eliminations for the Marietta College Fortnite team. Oh, and is that a grenade? Oh, that's a grenade launcher. But there's a legendary. Well, I think the grenade launcher was more of a cosmetic thing anyway, but so the storm is going to start sinking. But now they're going to have to start moving in. The storm is going to be starting to move about a minute, it looks like. The text is a little small. It's hard for me to see it from here. Let me try to see if I can get another perspective just to get an idea of how it's going. I appreciate the clarification, the chat. Like I said, I'm not much of a Fortnite player myself, so my knowledge in this game is very limited. Okay, so Storm's gonna be closing in, and it's a little over a minute. And at this point, there are only 58 participants left. I don't know if we actually have the full 100 in the first game, to be fair, though. But I do know that at least at this moment, there are 58 participants remaining in this first game. But they're working way up the hill, trying to see what they can find. We'll see if Eraser spots anyone. I don't think he sees anything. At least I don't see anything. D9 Dozer's also checking. He is pinging something. All right, so Storm has closed in. So now they got another minute and a half to get to the next circle. So they're going to start working their way towards it. Seeing that they didn't find anyone over there, so it should be pretty safe to work their way. At this point, there are 53 participants remaining. Marietta did get 2 eliminations early on. There's just an empty chest there, but you get a few little things. A little more materials, a little bit more ammo. It's not about 30 seconds before the storm starts closing in, but they're already in the safe zone. It looks like they have a ping and going to head towards that direction. Just getting a bit more materials. Storm is starting to close in. At this point, 44 participants are left in this game. And they're going to take advantage of that boost to just keep running. And this is where we get to that building phase I was telling you about earlier. Everyone's building their towers, trying to get as much elevation as they can. The erasers, I think he's going to spot. I don't think that's a player, though. Think about another minute and a half before the storm moves again. They are safe where they're at. Just swapping out some of the items here that they've collected. They got a health pack. They got some slurps. So they're pretty good on shields right now. I just don't see anyone there. But apparently fighting is going on because it's down to 35 participants. So I don't know where the action is taking place, but it's certainly not where we're at. But that's okay, because once again, you do get points for surviving longer. Let's see, the storm's going to start closing in about less than 10 seconds. They're still safe where they're at. Okay, they are pinging some stuff, so they might have spotted someone, but I could not catch it. But now we're down to 30 participants remaining, so that does put the team pretty close into the top 15 of this first game, because obviously the format is duos. Eraser's trying to get some vision, or at least try to see where everyone's at. Obviously, there is some building going on over yonder. Honestly, I don't think that'd be as much of a concern, because once that circle closes in again, whoever's over there is going to have to move. And maybe that is what Erasers and D9 Dozer are banking on. And as we see here, there's only so many trees. So once they start moving in, they are going to be in an open field and pretty well exposed. So that might be an opportunity to take them out before they start building. Okay, so at this point, the storm is done. The circle is going to close in, but so now we see wherever that ping is, those people are going to move. But once again, D9 Dozer and Erasers are in a very safe spot where they're at. They do not have to move. So now it's just a matter of waiting to see anyone else that's on the outside starts moving in. Okay, it looks like D9 Dozer looks like one person is spotted. Marietta's not going to go for them just yet. No need to expose their position right away. Just kind of keeping an eye on where he's going. At this point, there are 26 participants remaining in this game. Marietta still has 2 eliminations from very early on in here, but not a lot of action of the Pioneers since, but that's okay. They're still being very patient. Storm's going to start moving in about 10 seconds. 25 participants remain. Oh, I think they spot some. They're going to go for it. Erasers is taking the shots, taking some shield damage, trying to build up. But D9 Dozer and Erasers are going straight for him. I think he's by himself too. We're going to see Erasers leap over to the other side, going for the flank. And there might be someone else there too, but Eraser's trying to go for a shot, deals some damage, and does get the elimination. So now that is 3 kills for the Pioneers, taking him down. Great job. And is going to be able to get his shield back up without any issue. And they're still in a... Actually, no, they are not in a safe spot. The Storm's going to start closing in about 30 seconds, and they're going to be forced to move at this point. And we're seeing Dedos is going to pick up a shotgun, but they're going to start booking it over. And Erasers does spot one. It's a little bit of damage on their shield. D9 Dozer's trying to go for the crossfire. But the eye is starting to close in, and they are not in a safe spot yet, so they're going to have to continue to move, trying to do some firing as they're moving. All right, they should be fine. But could expect probably some people over here waiting. And they detect that there are some people over here. They're going to start building to get some cover. But they're right on the border of the circle. But I think they're safe. They're fine. The Racer's trying to check to see if anyone's in the storm, and does spot one that gets caught, and he's going to get the elimination. And they're calling out more shots. We see D9 Dozer trying to launch some grenades over there. Racer gets some hits onto the shield. And that is another elimination. This time, D9 Dozer getting the kill. So we're at 5 eliminations for the Pioneers. 16 participants remaining in this game. So now we're going to start seeing things ramp up. And they're already in the middle of some crossfire, building up some towers. D9 Dozer's trying to chase up. Erasers is looking for that high ground. They're going to book it over because in about 5 seconds, the storm's going to close into the new circle. And it's going to get in the truck. And they're just going to ride over to the circle where they're going to be getting shot at by 13 other people. We see D9 Dozer trying to take some shots. Going to get out of the truck, use some coverage, but they are safe right where they're at. So they're going to heal up a little bit. We see Eraser's shields are a little low side, but he's getting that regen. So now 14 participants are remaining. Now it's down to 11. People are dropping left and right. Erasers and D9 Dozer are trying to spot him. Eraser's going to spot one. Gets a little bit of damage on their shields. And Dozer's going to start firing that grenade launcher over the building next to him. Gets damage to shields and does get an elimination. So now 9 participants remain. They are in the top 5 in placement at this point. And they're going to be climbing their way up. The storm is going to start. Now we're getting to the point where the storm is going to start moving. So they're going to have to move because storm's going to start moving right about now. Okay, now. And there are 6 other participants besides the Pioneers here. I mean, this is quite exciting here because they're already essentially in the top 5 or top 4, depending on who's left. You see some action there. D9 Dozer throwing the grenade launcher, see if he can get some damage on the structures. He's going to start working his way up. Erasers is already there trying to get himself covered, but there's footsteps and firing going all over. We're getting a little bit of last play, and D9 Dozer does get eliminated, so it is up to Erasers now. But 4 people remain. So can Erasers close this out? It is just 4 left. Going to get a shield regen up and running because he's going to have to start moving because that storm's going to move in about 8 seconds. Trying to get some damage underneath him. Takes a big hit on the side. You see people flying in the air, trying to go for the shot, but he does get taken out. And they play second. But I will tell you, that is probably the best the team has ever played. But so close to getting the victory royale, but still 6 eliminations and finishing second in that first game was a great job by the Pioneers. Oh, that is the wrong score screen. Hold on. There we go. That's the right one. I don't know what that one was, but okay. But yeah, so 6 eliminations, placing second. That's going to be a lot of points. We'll have to see how many points they get. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick breather. They're going to get the lobby set up for game 2. I'm going to try to see if I can get the camera working right and getting the audio working. But yeah, we're going to take a small breather, but we'll be back in just a minute with game 2. Okay, I thought we were going to be right back, but apparently the button I pressed did not quite work right. Let's see if I can get that working properly. Give me 1 second. Oh, that'd be why. I was the wrong... I want that one. All right, let's give this another try. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. We have received the 1 minute warning, so game 2 should be starting up any second now. I don't know if we got the audio working. It was just a little hard to test it. I mean, I thought the settings were correct. So we're going to go into this and we'll see if we can hear the game. If we can't, I mean, it's not the end of the world. We'll just have to continue to work on this. But let's go ahead and get in here. And it's looking like the audio is still not where it should be. So we'll just have to kind of watch without the game audio, unfortunately. I'm probably going to have to continue troubleshooting this after the game. Oh, wait, no. I'm hearing stuff. I think I heard... Yeah, so we might be good. We actually might have audio working. Guess we're going to find out, but it sounded like there was some... Yeah, I that's from D9 Dozer's perspective. I don't know... Yep. It seems like it's something's working. Okay, so I think we got D9 Dozer's perspective working, but I don't think we have Eraser's audio working. So I might try to tweak that between games. And actually, I do need to clear these at least. All right, here we go. We got some audio, so we'll take it, even if it's just one of them. Oh my, oh, Twitch, please don't DMCA me. It's not my fault. I might need to tell my players to not do that dance. Please don't Twitch strike me. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm muting that just to be safe. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's get into the game. Alright, so they are pinging, looks like the same spot from the first game. I mean, that did work pretty well for them. And it looks like there are 83 people in the lobby, which is interesting because that means there is a team here that only has one person. Yeah, they're basically heading to same spot as before. Last game, 6 eliminations, placed second in their group. And I should mention with these opens, there's actually multiple lobbies and multiple groups, so it's not like they're playing everyone that's participating in NACE. And we've already seen Erasers trying to take down someone before they land. The Endos are trying to do the same thing. We see one hit, but just not enough to finish them off. And I don't think they're going to chase him down because they do need a couple other weapons here. You see, Eraser's going to get a shield a little bit here. And getting some slap juice. So now they can run unlimited for a limited amount of time. So Eraser's getting some materials. Eraser's is going to be at full shields at this point, but not a lot of great weapons just yet. And doesn't even have... Oh, he is going to spot one person trying to fire some shots, but nothing connects, so he's going to fall back. The Dinos are going to get a chest and get not a whole lot there. See, Deanna's are going to do some fishing here. Let's see what kind of fish he gets. Meanwhile, Erasers is trying. He spots only. He dings the shield. Doesn't get a whole lot, but Deanna Dozer takes a hit. Gonna get some more slurp to build up the shield. And trying to get a couple items, but this time not as many good items. They got a couple things here. They got the slurp pack, but the weapons aren't as powerful. There is a blue, looks like sniper, but I don't think he's gonna go for it. Kind of needs a better assault rifle. Yeah, Dozer will get his shields replenished. Yeah, looks like there are a couple other chests. Doesn't need the SMG. Another epic SMG. Get some gold. So we're looking for a good weapon, a good rifle of some kind. Now that we have the storm, we're going to start moving in. We're at about 63 participants remaining, so 20 players have already been eliminated in Game 2. Still trying to collect as much as they can. Trying to collect more things, but haven't seen a whole lot. And the storm has finished closing in, and now they got about a minute and a half to move again, but they are going to have to move towards that middle circle this time. Yeah, and Dozer finally gets at least a green level assault rifle. There's another chest. We'll see if Racers finds anything. Not much there. Just some ammo, materials. Something's going on. I think D9 Desert spots someone over in that city. They're going to start working their way towards that city. We're now down to 60 participants remaining in the game. There's still quite a few chests here, so it looks like no one really came in. Rachel's going to try to see what was in that chest. Not a whole lot, not worth the damage from the storm. Are they going to take the car? No, they're going to go by foot. They don't need the car. They're going to start moving. They should be fine. Yeah, they're fine. Let's collect more materials, but they're going to have to move into the city, it looks like, to be safe from the next storm, which will be in about 1:20. 56 participants remaining. So they're going to ping where they're going to start heading towards. So far, no one in the path. See, Racer's going to get a couple of bricks along the way. Do they have enough stuff to buy a legendary? Oh, we do see Racers brings out the legendary. The capsules, see what they get. Now there's a chest there too. But that storm's gonna start moving in, but they're fine where they're at. Racers does spawn a couple in the air. But it doesn't engage. There are 55 participants remaining. Getting a little bit of spike, but I think we're good. We get some legendary quality slurps. I think there's another pizza. They're gonna check to see if anyone is coming by. And he also, did you see they're going to move towards the new circle about 1:10 before the storm starts moving. There might be some action up ahead. They are building up a little bit just to get some vision, get that high ground advantage. And it's also a good spot right along the edge because others are going to start moving in. So this is a way they can spot anyone that's trying to get into the safe zone and maybe pick them off on the way. Or could even use the storm in their favor. But we're already down to 42 participants. So the Pioneers have almost made it to the top 20. And with that, just 2 more eliminations. So now there are 40 participants remaining. Being very patient at this point. So I said earlier, as a reminder of how this works, with each game you get points based on eliminations and your final placement. So like the last game, Marietta got 6 kills, so they got points for that, but they also got points for placing second. I think they got 26 points. It's 1 point per elimination, but then you also get points based on that placement. So I think they got 20 points for being second and 6 for the kills. So it's not even so much about getting a bunch of kills because it's only 1 point per kill, but getting that final placement. So the fact there are 40 left, I would say the Pioneers are near the top 20. But they really need to be in the top 15 to start getting placement points. So that's why surviving is a big factor in this game. So they're going to be working towards the new circle, and I'm going to guess it'll establish a base there to try to pick off anyone that heads towards it. Storm will start moving in, but they're pretty much where they need to be. Racer's using the mushroom to get up to that rock, and D9 Dozer is just slightly behind him. But once again, no one's in the area, which is quite interesting. There's one of those rifts that they're just going to kind of block around it. They're just waiting patiently in case anyone tries to come for that rift. But now they see the circle's going to be moving, and it's way over there. So now they're going to have to move it, or they might try to utilize this rift. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to pop the rift and then use that to fly over. So this is an interesting approach. They're just trying to maximize as much distance they can get. And they're trying to wait before they pop their parachute because that's when they're absolutely vulnerable. See, Erasers makes it, and D9 Dozer's just behind. Already down to 29 participants. D9 Dozer takes a hit, but he still has his shield up, so he's going to replenish that. But now the storm is going to start moving over. Racers gets a couple hits on someone's shields and start taking some hits himself. He's gonna pop a shield regen. Storm is just about done moving, and now they're gonna have to go back to where they were. But fortunately, they're just kind of right at the border already. So everyone else is gonna have to move. So this is gonna be some interesting fighting going on. 20 participants remaining. So the Pioneers are at least probably in top 15, maybe in top 10. Racers is checking to see if anyone runs by. He does spot one, but just too much cover. You know, D9 Dozer is checking on himself, letting that brick kind of build up. Now the storm will start moving. So there's a lot of action going over to the side. Racer spots one, gets some damage on some shields, but no knocks. You see, Dozer throwing that grenade launcher. The Racer trying to get some damage on the person. I think he's knocked and will be eliminated, it looks like. Yes, it will be eliminated by D9 Dozer. So that'll be the first kill of game 2 for the Pioneers. 13 participants remaining. Racers get some damage on the shield, but now, oh, they're going to have to go to the other side of this circle. They're going to have to book it over because in about 16 seconds, the storm's going to start closing in. 12 participants remaining. This is where things get very chaotic. They're still not in the safe spot, so they're going to have to start working their way because that storm is moving now. And there are so many explosions going out there. It is a war zone. They're going to just bounce through, though, and they're going to make it over. 10 participants remaining, so the Pioneers are near the top 5 in placement once again. They have full health. They have full shields. The Racers get some damage onto the shield, but now the Pioneers are under attack. Yeah, there's a huge hit. His shield's completely gone. And he's been knocked down. Not out just yet. Now he's been eliminated, so it is up to Erasers. The storm has closed, and it is over there. Yeah, that's where like endgame Fortnite gets so chaotic. 8 participants remaining. Actually, I'm mistaken. I think it's Erasers that actually had the kill, not D9 Dozer. So I'm gonna adjust that real quick. Racers takes a hit on his shield, gonna regen that. Storm is starting to move, and he's getting some damage off to the side. But it's just quite chaotic, and Racers will try to head towards the safe zone, but just damage going left to right. It is just so chaotic. He's going to lose all of his shields. And he gets taken down. Will finish third. So it does not get any more eliminations, but still finishing off with one elimination and placing third. That's still going to be a good amount of points going into the next game, because like I said earlier, you get 1.4 eliminations, but you do get points for placement. So finishing second and third is a really good sign. But all right, we're going to take another short break, and we'll be starting game 3 very soon. I'm going to try to see if I can get Eraser's audio working. But yeah, so I mean, so far finishing second, third is a really great start for our Fortnite team. So don't go away. We'll be back in just a few minutes. right, and welcome back. We have received the 1 minute warning, so we will be getting start up in Game 3 very soon. I'm just going to check the score updates to see if the spreadsheets have been updated. I think from Game 1, the Pioneers received 26 points. It doesn't look like Game 2 has been updated just yet. Yeah, I'm looking through here. Match results. Match one place. Yeah, it has not been updated just yet. So once we get that information, we will get that to you. But we should be getting into Game 3 any second now. And it looks like there are 81 players queued for this one. So almost seems like an entire team is missing for this. But as soon as we get started up here, we will transition over. I'm just double checking all the discords I'm not missing. They are saying they are starting now, so I'm just going to go ahead and transition it over, but we should be seeing the game starting any second here. Waiting for matchmaking, preparing. Here we go, folks. Game 3 in this 4-game series. And it looks like we do have some audio working again. I don't know if it's both or just one. We'll see as the games load up here. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and mute just to make sure I don't get copyright struck. But it looks like we're still having some audio issues with Eraser's perspective, but that's okay. Once the game actually starts, we'll get the audio up and running for D9 Dozer's perspective. So it's better than nothing. All right, here we go, folks. Looks like they're going to be picking the same spot. It has worked the last 2 games. Not really a highly contested area. So why not go for the same spot and collect some chests and see if they can get some good items. Last time they didn't really get a lot of great stuff early on, but they were still able to survive to make it the 3rd. So we'll see what the chests over there have this time for them. I'm just going to be flying over, but so far I don't see anyone else looking to contest the same spot. But we're already seeing some early eliminations. It looks like 1 or 2 have already been taken out. See, Eraser's already trying to collect some stuff. They're looking for those chests. We got 3 minutes before the first storm starts moving. Finding a health pack. More materials. Not a whole lot should be happening these first couple of minutes. It's really just all about that resource gathering. Now, we already see they have some green weapons, but still looking for that assault rifle. But they'll eat some pizza in the meantime as well. The chest, not much there. There's already been some eliminations down to 71 people, and it hasn't even been the first 3 minutes of the game yet. Let's see what we get here. We got a couple blue weapons. So Racers does pick up a blue rifle. Still going around trying to collect some chests. Now the storm's going to start moving in. Not a bad collection of items for the initial go around. And we're going to see it goes for the epic shotgun for erasers. That could be crucial in the late game, especially when everyone's literally on top of each other. That shotgun can definitely make a difference. Yeah, Storm is moving in, and they are taking some damage from it, which is surprising, but not a whole lot, but they'll be able to heal back up. At least Erasers has the little spray heal, and going to give some to D9 Dozer, but they did take a little unnecessary damage, I thought, from the Storm to collect some more resources, but they must not be too concerned because they are back to full health. But they're going to have to travel good ways to get to the next spot, and they only got about a minute before the storm starts moving again. We do see that there are 61 participants remaining in this game, so quite a few eliminations have taken place. D9 Dozer getting that legendary grenade launcher. He does like using that from a distance to disrupt some towers and structures. So we'll see if that plays a role in the mid-game. We got about 25 seconds before the storm starts moving. And they do spot someone, so they're gonna, looks like, rotate around. They're just gonna kind of build a ramp to work their way up. But now the storm is starting to move, so they're gonna have to start heading over. And there's definitely some gunshots ahead of them. And they do spot two, and D9 Dozer are using that grenade launcher. They're just trying to get some hits on, not getting anything. The walls aren't protecting them. But now they're going to be in a bit of a pinch because the storm's going to start caving in behind them. Erasers does get a little bit of damage onto... Yeah, they're just trying to take out the vehicle, but they do escape. But they are going to have to run now because the storm is creeping up right behind them. Nice little assault rifle there for D9 Dozer. Oh, snap! And I don't think he has time to get it. I mean, there was like some possible legendaries there, but you're just gonna have to run, unfortunately. If he'd gotten there a little sooner, I think we'd have time to buy one. See, Erasers does spot. One person gets a little damage on the shield. But now they're going to have to move again. A minute 23 before the storm starts moving. Well, the circle still has a pretty good radius. So they should be able to make it over just fine. 59 participants remaining in this game. As a reminder, this is about just accumulating points. And there are 3 different opens for the traditional split. So you get points by eliminations. You get 1 point per elimination. And then you get points based on your final placement. So I believe that the Pioneers got 20 points for placing second in the first game. I'm going to see if the points have updated for the second game. And it looks like it has. So Marietta got, looks like 16 points. So they got 1 point for the elimination and 15 points for placing third. So that's a pretty good amount of points so far. Marietta has 20, so 27, so actually no, 17 points total. Sorry. So 17 plus 26, what is that? 43? 40, so they've got 43 points already. Which, that alone might be enough for them to qualify for the championship in a few weeks, but it's still good to play these games to get some practice. But I wouldn't be surprised if they've already qualified at this point. See, they're activating that capsule to see what goodies come out of it. The storm is closing in, but they will be fine. They're in a very safe spot. It's well protected, and D9 Dozers kind of keep an eye to see if anyone comes by. And they continue to dance in a way that they're going to get a copyright strike on our Twitch channel. Thanks, guys. Getting a little bit of lag from D9 Dozer. I hope he's okay. I think he's okay. It's just the connection on our end, but I think he's fine. But yeah, getting quite a bit of slurps, health packs, epic items. So if you look about, for the most part, Pioneers are in really good shape here. They got some epic assault rifles. They got the legendary grenade launcher. They got some slurp regens and some more slurps. I think they hear something. Now they definitely heard something. They're going to make a break for it. 53 participants remaining in this game. Trying to get some more materials. There's a chest there. And just some materials, but that still can help. Alright, so they built up a little bit, and now they're just kind of keeping an eye on everything. 50 participants remain in this game. Pioneers have not gotten any eliminations, but that might change in a second. There is a truck right there. It looks like Pioneers are just going to be patient about it. No point in just doing some random damage to the truck. And there's another vehicle. Still just kind of waiting. Once again, not really a point in going after the vehicle. But they are going to start heading out. Maybe they will go after the car. Yeah, Erasers and D9 are putting some damage onto the car, but I think he is going to get away. But now they're going to head over towards this lake to get some cover. See, there's some building behind them, so they're going to have to build up. This one's going to start moving, and they're pretty much in a good spot. Clearing out that tree to get some extra vision. And they're using that grenade launcher to try to take out some of those buildings. The Racer's also trying to put some pressure on. And D9 gets a little bit of the shield. So it gets another bit of the shield. They're going to have to start moving again because the circle has once again changed. Just what makes this game interesting is you cannot stay in the same place for an extended amount of time. You will be forced to move. See, Racers is already building up. The United Dozer's right behind him. 41 participants remain, but looks like they're going to be in the middle of a lot of action. See some buildings being constructed right next to them. As they're trying to get some damage onto that player. The Racer's trying to put some pressure. Some big shield damage being taken by the opponents. Looks like D9 is only down to 5 shots left with that rocket launcher. Well, not a rocket launcher, grenade launcher. Trying to take some damage out onto the truck, but they will get away. 38 participants remaining. Storm is closing in. Storm is going to move again, this time in less than a minute. And they'll have to be forced to change locations. Is there someone right in front of them? Yeah, there's someone right in front. They're just being very patient. But D9dozer is going to be right next to him. They're maybe looking to collapse on this team. No, they're going to just continue running. So they know that Storm's going to start moving in about 15 seconds. They are in the safe zone at this point. They're going to climb their way up. I think they're going to get ready for a fight. There are still 31 participants in this game. This is one where people have been surviving for quite some time. They're just trying to get some damage. They get behind a tree. Get some damage onto shield, and they're going to have to fall back because they're losing a bit of their base. Erasers is trying to rebuild. Getting a little bit of lag from D9dozer, but I think that's just on our end. I think he's fine. This is getting some damage. And using the fact that they're kind of in the storm right now, but base once again still taking some damage. They're going to fall back just a little bit. And the storm is going to move again in about 35 seconds. Still 27 participants remaining. Marietta's been doing some shots, but they just have not been getting any knocks or eliminations. But still probably made it to at least the top 15 at this point, so they will get some points. Now the storm will start moving, so Pioneers are going to have to make their way over, using their building to just kind of create their own breezeway, if you will, just to safely navigate their way over to the side. Getting some damage to someone in the air. Tried to finish him off, wasn't able to do so. Getting some shield damage onto that person. The Racers is going to be moving up. D9dozer right next to him. So once again, they're doing damage and just not able to get the knocks to get any points for it. Another person's going to be flying over. There are 18 participants remaining, so we just lost a bunch of people with that move. So the Pioneers should be pretty much in the top 10. Razor's trying to do some damage. D9dozer knows people behind him. Yeah, they are surrounded this point, and oh my goodness, look where the circle is, and it's going to start moving in 8 seconds. They are going to have to book it. We're already seeing that Pioneers are hurting on resources. This could be a challenge. We're going to see Eraser's going to boost over to the other end. Going to try to gather some resources. The storm will start moving. 16 participants remain. Pioneers have not gotten a single elimination this game, but that may change real soon. We're getting a little bit of lag from D9dozer, but I think they're fine. It's just, it's on our end. So we're gonna see Pioneers are moving along, but D9dozer takes a huge hit. He's out of shields, and he's down to 13 health. Razors is trying to save, get some shield back up, but no health packs. He does get knocked down. Razors trying to get some shield up. but takes a huge hit, and I don't think D.I. Dozer is going to stop. He is going to get taken down, so it's up to Erasers. But 11 participants remain. Going to get his shield back up, but now this is going to be extremely chaotic. Just the shield, I mean, the circle is going to be moving again, this time in 23 seconds. This is going to boost over. They're trying to collect some resources while moving, but so much gunfire. Already down to 7 participants. And everything is just collapsing underneath him. He loses his shield and gets taken down and will finish 5th place. So no eliminations, but they do make it to 5th place there. But yeah, that was an interesting match there. A lot more people survived near the end. I think it's just because they got some insights from some of the earlier games. So while the Pioneers did not necessarily get any kills at that point, they still finished in the top 5, which is a considerable amount of points. Let me check here, see if I can figure out what that would be. It might be like 10 or hold on. I know where I can find it. Give me 1 second here. I think Derek posted it on the Discord at one point, so I should be able to turn. Yeah, if you finish 5th, you get 13 points. Okay, so Marietta will get 13 points from that. So that's still a good amount of points. But all right, we're going to take a quick breather while we get things set up for the final game for today. So don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. We are just a few seconds possibly away from the last Fortnite game for today. We got the 1 minute warning about a minute ago, so we should be starting here. It looks like about 83 participants are queued up for this one. So as we see here, the Pioneers have been doing very well in Fortnite today. Game 1, getting 6 eliminations, placing second overall. Game 2, they only got 1 elimination, but they placed third overall in their lobby. In the last one, they didn't get any eliminations, but they did finish 5th. I'm going to take a look here to see if the scores have been updated with that. No, it does not look like. So as of Game 2, the Pioneers have placed second out of 51 teams. But well, at least in lobbies A and B, it doesn't. I'm trying to see, have they updated? They haven't done all of them yet. So at least in the lobby that we're in, they've been placing second. But it looks like we are starting up. So let me go ahead and get everything set up over here. We are just waiting for the game to start up. So I think I was talking about this earlier, but I'm pretty sure at this point the Pioneers have qualified for the Fortnite Traditional Split Championship, but still want to see how many points the team can accumulate and see if they can improve their strategies. But the bus should be loading right about now. And they're already pinging the same spot from before. It just seems like a very good spot, not highly contested. Okay, and it looks like there are 81 teams that have queued up in this lobby. Or I'm sorry, 81 participants, not 81 teams. Head over to the same location as before. But it looks like they're not alone this time. So this can get very interesting early on. Dozer will land. It's going to be looking to try to take out that person that just went into that building, trying to capitalize on the fact that he did not get weapons early on. But D9 Dozer is going to get punished, gets knocked, and will be eliminated early on. You hate to see that. Yeah, he went for the kill, but did not get it. But now, you could, if Erasers can win this fight, there's still the reboot card. So it's not necessarily over for D9 Dozer just yet. Erasers is going to try to make the play, get some damage out. But it's going to take some crossfire. Gets one knocked. Trying to dodge the swords. And he does get 2 eliminations. So that is huge. So not only does he win the fight, but he will get the reboot card, and he should be able to resurrect D9 Dozer. So he does get the wall up and will start rezzing. So that was a huge play from Erasers for being able to get the one knock and dodging the sword. The guy was just swinging with the swords, but you don't bring a sword to a gunfight. And Eraser was able to bring back D9 Dozer. Welcome back. So all is right in the world. And now they'll just start farming around, getting some chests, getting some weapons. Gonna use the health pack to get healed back up. Also getting some bandages, but he's at full health, but we'll try to find some slurps to get their shields back up. Another chest, some more stuff. I think there was a perfectly good pizza lying around, if I saw correctly. There's a chest nearby. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Okay, it's right there. Not a whole lot from that chest, though. We're going to see a couple of rare weapons. One of them picked up for Erasers. I'm trying to get some shield up. Using the slap juice to get the little bit of boost to run around quickly. Ooh, what is that? He's not to get it. Now that storm will start closing, and they're actually not in bounds from the storm this time. So I mean, they still got around 1:20, but they're going to have to start picking some stuff up. But Erasers does get the epic weapon. And another epic weapon. Collecting some more ammo. And now about 55 seconds remain until the storm completely closes in. So the Pioneers are going to have to start moving soon. They're going to try to see what other items they can still get. Yeah, those are looking to... Does it need the slurp technically? Yeah, he's got full shield. But now there's a little bit of an issue here because the storm has kicked in. D9 Dozer is going to try to swim away, but he's just going to take some extra damage. He gets out of the storm, but still taking a lot of damage as a result. But there's some food here you can pick up and eat. There's an apple. They say, right? An apple away keeps the doctor away. Well, this apple just gave him some health. But it looks like the one advantage with the circle placement is they're still in a good spot here. But they'll still want to start moving a little bit towards the center for the next placement. But at least they have a little bit of time to find more things. And it looks like they could, I don't know if they can have the stuff to exchange for the legendary. At least they can get the epic. Yeah, does there will at least exchange for an epic. And that was an epic shotgun over there, I think. Oh, there's a sticky grenade launcher. Does D9 Dozer want that? Yeah, he will take that. So at this point, 55 participants remain in this game. The Erasers getting 2 eliminations early on, keeping the team alive because D9 Dozer was eliminated, but because of the kills by Erasers, was able to resurrect him with the reboot card. They're going to just start heading towards the ice area and just accumulating more materials. So they're going to head over to those buildings over there, I guess. They're going to start heading towards more in the center of the circle. Yeah, because that's a pretty big circle, so that means the next one could be anywhere. They don't want to put themselves in a bad spot. In fact, they know where it is now. Yeah, they got about a minute 12. They have to go to that smaller circle. See more people being eliminated. We have 46 remaining, down to 45 remaining in this game. This is the final game for today's Open. There will be more Fortnite in the coming games. I don't know if we'll be able to stream them all. It just depends on when some of our other matches will be. But if we have an opportunity to stream some Fortnite, we will stream some Fortnite because you can see that our team has been doing exceptionally well today. About 25 seconds before the storm starts moving in, but they're already in the safe zone, so now it's just a matter of keeping an eye out to see if anyone is roaming around. And I don't think they're going to see or hear anything particular. So Eraser's going to move his way up top to find anything. D9 Dozer is going to follow behind him. Storm will start moving in. Did you find one of those capsules? I'm sure there's an official name for it. Once again, just to reiterate, I do not play a lot of Fortnite myself. They're going to protect it to see what comes out of there. Oh, don't make me mute. I gotta make sure I don't get DMCA'd or DCMA. I don't remember what the acronym is, but gotta make sure we don't get in trouble. I think we're good. Yeah, a couple of epic weapons from that. So I'd say right now, inventory-wise, the team is doing pretty well. They're good on materials. They're good on the quality of their weapons. And now there are 40 participants remaining in the game, and they're still in these save spots, so they don't really have to go anywhere for at least a few minutes. So they can just kind of hang tight, see if anyone comes by to go for a pick, but they don't have to look for anything yet. It sounds like something is going over near red ping. Yeah, Binder's just going to be waiting very patiently. See, Eraser notices there's some activity going out yonder. Can't tell what direction that is. Storm will start closing in. Just waiting very patiently. You can even see, like Dino doesn't even have his hands on the controller right now because he knows that they're just going to be waiting for the storm to close in before they even decide what to do next. Yeah, just kind of waiting around though. The store should be closing in about 25 seconds. Then from there, they'll decide where they go. I mean, this would be a very boring game if they had to stay in the exact same spot after the storm closed. Just throwing that out there. And they will have to move, just not very far. And now they're in the safe zone. Okay. They do sense something going on near them. So it looks like they're gonna... Yeah, Racers is heading up to a higher ground to see if they can spot what's going on. And D9 knows they're just going to bring out the motorbike. And then he's going to abandon it. At this point, there are 33 participants remaining. The storm is going to start closing in just a second. Once again, not really noticing anything just yet. I think they pinged a spot just to kind of keep an eye if anyone's over there, but not noticing any movement. We're just waiting very patiently. Because once again, you might be thinking, well, why don't they just go looking for kills? You only get 1 point for a kill or an elimination. It's surviving longer to get you the most points. I mean, the fact that, like, in game 1, the Pioneers got placed second, that's 20 points right there. Placing third gave them 15 points. Placing fifth gave them 13 points. So those final placements, I mean, it's hard to say, like, placing second versus 20 kills. I mean, it's really hard to get 20 kills. So those placements are highly valued. So that's why they're looking for trying to survive. Now, Eraser is going to spot one. And we may see a little bit of engagement going on. They are building, and the other team is aware of their presence. See, they're being shot at. D9 Dozer's looking for an opportunity for a pick. He's going to pop his shield. He did take a hit, but gets his shield replenished. And they are close to the next spot, but the storm is going to start moving around, so they're going to be heading over to the safe zone. They are aware that there is an enemy team nearby. So they are in the clear, and once again, just kind of looking around. Seeing a lot of fighting going on over there. Now the Ido's gonna fire his grenade launcher. Racer's gonna start putting damage and gets an elimination himself. Gets that pick. Now they're going to have to move again. Storm will start moving in 40 seconds. But keep in mind, I do see someone jumping up ahead. Might be looking at a possible gunfight. Again, those fires misses. Looks like they are safe where they're at, but there are a total of 18 participants remaining in this game. It is the last one for today. I know you guys would love to see a victory royale, so we will see if the team can pull off. They do have the weapons, they do have the resources to last. So it's a matter of, can they get the picks? And you're seeing there's some fighting going on right in front of their faces. A lot of fighting going on. 15 participants remain now. They're already in the circle. They don't have to do anything else, but everyone's jumping around. This is a lot of discipline and patience for the team, because most people playing the game would be so tempted to charge in and start going for picks, but they're just holding still. They don't have to move yet. Now they're going to have to soon because the circle moved, but they don't need to expose their location right now. So the fact that there are 10 participants remaining is more likely the team is now in the top 5. And we see Erasers gets a couple of hits. Gonna leap over, gonna see if it goes for the killing blow. Is not gonna find him, but does see someone through that wall. Gonna try to put some damage on there, put some pressure. Meanwhile, D9 Dozer is right behind him, and they're gonna be moving up. And they're pretty close to the safe spot. They'll have to wait until the storm starts moving. Grayson's trying to get to damage, and he gets another elimination. That's 4 for Erasers this game. Dodges the explosion. D9 Dozer is still peeking around. Gonna regroup. But there are 8 participants remaining. They are definitely the top 5, maybe even top 4. But now they've seen they're gonna start getting collapsed on. You do see the spot has been relocated. It's going to move in 16 seconds. Racers just kind of keep an eye on his surroundings. Gets one hit on the shield. Try to get some damage in. Go reload. Takes a hit from the shield, but they do have shields and they're going to replenish those. Storm will start moving. It's going to bounce over. Eraser takes a lot of damage from his shield, but it's not quite gone just yet. D9 Dozer is trying to build his way up. But this is getting so close. 7 participants remaining. Yeah, takes a couple shots. Eraser's trying to shoot from below. Doesn't get anyone. But D9 Dozer does get knocked. He's not out yet, but I don't know if Erasers is going to be able to save him. I think he's going to try. Behind! Oh no! They tried to save him, and a guy came from behind, took down Erasers, and that would eliminate them. And they did finish 4th overall, but still 4 kills and finishing 4th. That is still very well done by the Pioneers, but oh, you just hate to see the way that ended, because I know Erasers was trying to save D9 Dozer, but he came right from behind. I think he even heard D9 Dozer saying, "Look out behind it," and it just got picked off. But still, an amazing showing by the Pioneers today in Fortnite, finishing 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 4th, respectively. Now, we don't know, we won't know what the total is right away. It'll be after the stream, but we will be putting a post on final scores anyway, so we will get that information to you once we know it. But I would say, based on this showing, they have definitely qualified for the championship in a few weeks, but they will still be participating in the next couple of opens. And if we can stream those, we definitely will. So that is going to be it for us today. It has been a long day for esports, but a lot of exciting matches. We'll get the schedule out for next week's matches, hopefully by tomorrow. I think it's going to be a little bit lighter, so don't be surprised if you don't see anything major until next Saturday. But for all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Shoutouts to all of our supporters. HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Also thanks to Incrediware, Elgato, MSI, and Buy Blue Light for their support. thank you, all of you, for taking the time to watch all of our matches today. Thank you for your follows. Thank you for your subscriptions. We see those. We greatly appreciate them, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.